The maker of a life-saving medical device is now under congressional scrutiny over a massive price hike. We first reported last week how the cost of the EpiPen for people with severe allergies has risen nearly 500% since 2009. 3 senators have written to the drug maker Mylan asking for an explanation. But one prominent and controversial figure is defending the increase. Vinita Nair spoke with Martin Shkreli. Good morning, Vinita.
Good morning. Almost 1 out of every 50 Americans, including many children, are at risk for the sort of severe allergic reactions an EpiPen is designed to stop. Families with high deductible health plans have seen their out-of-pocket costs rise by hundreds of dollars. So we thought it might be interesting to hear from the man who knows about the business of raising drug prices. This particular drug is a necessity for some people.
That's great, but I think important medicine should be expensive because they're valuable.
The former pharmaceutical chief, Martin Shkreli, gained notoriety last year by ratcheting up the cost of a malaria and HIV medication by 5,000%. He defends the EpiPen's increase from about $100 for a 2-pack in 2009 to more than $600 this year.
Everyone can understand in a free market that dollars rule. However, these are life-saving drugs. People don't have a choice whether they can buy them or not.
Yeah, well, that's up to insurance to pay for them. Like I said, it's $300 a pen. $300. My iPhone's $700. Okay, so
but you don't need an iPhone to exist.
Yeah, that doesn't matter, though, because it's $300 and 90% of Americans are insured.
To me, it's a predatory practice, and it's almost monopolistic, as they're taking advantage of the patient.
The EpiPen faces little competition. It accounted for 87% of all epinephrine prescriptions pharmacies filled last year, and that included sales from a competing brand, which has since recalled its product.
We gave her a cashew, her whole throat closed up.
Democratic Senator Amy Klobuchar says she understands the importance of the EpiPen. She first learned her daughter needed one when she was 4 years old.
I still remember that panicked drive to the hospital in Grand Marais, Minnesota. I didn't know if we were going to make it. She couldn't breathe.
She's calling on the Federal Trade Commission to investigate whether the manufacturer, Mylan, has violated antitrust laws.
To do that to a parent, to tell them, well, yeah, that cost $100 5 years ago, but now it costs $600, that just can't happen in this country.
In a previous statement, Mylan said the EpiPen's price has changed over time to better reflect important product features and the value the product provides, adding, "We've made a significant investment to support the device." Republican Senator Chuck Grassley is now asking the company to explain the changes Mylan has made that have caused it to increase the price.
I know you're smiling, but I'm very serious, sir.
Shkreli smirked and took the fifth when lawmakers questioned him about his own price increase. He has been indicted in an unrelated securities fraud case, but says, in his opinion, the EpiPen remains a bargain.
Mylan sort of found themselves in my shoes in the sense that they bought a company. That company had a lot of old medicines. A lot of those old medicines had old prices that weren't reflective of modern prices. $300, they've been raising it slowly, about 15% every 6 months, which is relatively slowly, not as fast as what I did. My guess is Mylan probably thinks that they could sell this thing for $1,000 a syringe. And with these news reports, they probably won't.
Shkreli has no connection to Mylan and EpiPen. Mylan offers coupons which allow many families to pay little or nothing for the EpiPen, but families with no insurance or high deductibles are still paying hundreds of dollars. And by the way, as the EpiPen's price has risen, the Mylan's CEO total compensation is up more than 600% over the past decade. As you can imagine, this
just troubles
it ignited a lot of people on social media, a lot of people tweeting us. We did feel, however, whether to his credit or discredit, Shkreli is at least taking the voice of health companies, which we often don't hear.
And which is what? That insurance companies need to litigate
this? Yes, that he basically says, why are we targeting these companies? Why aren't we targeting insurers? And saying these insurers should be covering all these bills. Families shouldn't have to pay for them.
I really like this follow-up because I understand that CBS this morning was the first to report this huge increase in the price of this EpiPen last week. Yeah. Yeah. You don't need to do it. I'm doing it for you.
There you go.
For you, my friend. Thank you. No, because it really is very important for so many.
It affects so many children, too.
Yeah, thank you, Vinita.
You don't want to see a thing happen to any child out there.
No.
Vinita, thank you so much.